Today I'm going to be talking about the impacts of drought on the Muskogee people through visual art. I'll be representing the College of the Muskogee Nation in Okmulgee, Oklahoma. So, Hinshe, Stongo, Aiyanna Tanyan, Jajifkidos, Idelegida Hatogidos. My name is Aiyanna Tanyan. I'm belong to the Wind Clan. I'm an enrolled member of the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma, and I'm also part Muskogee Creek. I live originally in Wewoka, Oklahoma, which is about an hour away from my campus here in Okmulgee. I am a natural resources student, and one of the goals that I try to keep in mind is that I want to be able to gain knowledge and help educate others to understanding the importance of improving our environment and how we can all benefit from clearing air, water, and soil. So first, I want to talk about some of the drought impacts that we have here in Oklahoma. This is a family farm in Seminole, about an hour away from Okmulgee. You can physically see the impact that drought has had on lowering the pond. And with drought, there's an increase in pests. This lower right picture shows a sunflower at our Muskogee Cultural Garden here on campus that's completely being devoured by ants. We also had an increase of squash beetles that took out our Muskogee pumpkin and our squash. This picture down here is the same squash beetle. It's from courtesy of Amy Kilmer, who's also a natural resource student here on campus. And yeah, you can see how drought has impacted these. This next slide I have is over corn husk stalls. Corn husk stalls are important to the Muskogee people, especially to our youth, because it teaches the importance of survival skills such as tying knots. This top left picture is some corn husk dolls that I made myself. And this right picture shows some corn that was harvested from our cultural community garden. We grow corn, and before removal, Muskogee people relied heavily on corn, and we still do as part of the Three Sisters. Drought has heavily affected our garden because our corn has shown signs of stress and signs of poor ear kernel development. My next slide shows this painting on the right, which I call a Banaloja, which means turtle dancer. It's a painting that I did myself. It depicts to me a story about our ceremonial stomp dances where we thank Creator for food, for life, and for bringing in a renewal of seasons and good things. The lady at the bottom of my painting, I call her Hatoli, which means wind. This is important to me because our clan systems are matrilineal, and I belong to the Wind Clan. My mom belongs to the Wind Clan. Her mom belongs to the Wind Clan. Because it shows her blowing wind from her mouth, and because of this, the energy from the dancers moving in their spiral motion causes it to move the smoke upwards, which helps carry our songs and messages to Creator and our ancestors. The turtle in the middle is significant because women make their shell shakers out of turtle shells, and I was always told to look for turtles during the rain, and it's April now and we haven't had any rain. Shell shakers are worn by women to help support the male dancers carry the rhythm by stomping their shells, traditionally filled with rocks. I posted a picture of shell shakers at the bottom. So what can we do about these things? I mean, I'm growing corn right now in my dorms. That's that picture right there in the top left. We're trying to grow more corn and find out ways how we can mitigate drought, what we can do to better prepare our crops for drought. Drought also affects our ceremonies, our medicinals, our traditional plants. People at ceremonies have an increase of stress and dehydration, poor air quality. So there's a lot of things that can be done about drought here, especially here on campus. The Muskogee Creek Nation has implemented workshops where we can focus on educating the basics of climate change, how we can include drought management, drought planning, and data resources. And so I'm very proud of that. And I just want to thank you for listening to me and listening to my story and how drought affects our art and our our traditions here in Muskogee Creek Nation Reservation. Motto.